Hi, hello, and welcome back to Films as Food, where I geek out about films that I like and then take inspiration from them and create food. Little disclaimer, if you are 100% against spoilers of any kind and have not seen the film that I'm about to talk about, I recommend that you put this video on pause, go watch the film, and then please come back. Okay, let's get started. So the film that I'm going to be talking about today is Little Miss Sunshine. Little Miss Sunshine is a comedy drama film directed by Valerie Faris and Jonathan Dayton. So there's a whole ensemble cast of amazing actors in this film. To explain the story and to introduce all the characters and actors in the film, I'm going to be making a family tree. So to start off this family tree, I'm going to start with the mother of the main family, Cheryl. Cheryl is a working mother. She has 2 children. We'll get to those two a little later. Next up, we have Cheryl's husband, Richard. Richard is trying to become a motivational speaker. Now on to their children. So Cheryl has a son from her previous marriage called Dwayne. He has taken a vow of silence until he fulfills his dream of becoming a pilot. The second child that we have is between Cheryl and Richard. We have Olive. She is an aspiring beauty queen. Next we have Frank, who is Cheryl's brother. Frank is in a little bit of a difficult place in his life right now. Recently tried to take his own life and therefore is temporarily staying with this family. And last but not least, we have Richard's father. Richard's father, Edwin, is also staying with the family because recently he got evicted from his retirement home for doing bad things. As you can see, this film has a lot of characters, lots of personal stories going on, but the main story that goes on in the film is that Olive has been accepted into a pageant, which is really far away. So the whole family decide to go on a road trip to the place so that Olive can finally fulfill her dreams of becoming a beauty queen. So the majority of this film takes place on the road, so it is like a road movie. And during the journey, the family are faced with very unexpected events. There are some hardships that they have to face and moments that bring them closer together. When I first saw this film, I remember thinking to myself that I hadn't really seen a film like it before, and I really like how it deals with the relationship and the bond between different members of the family. You're definitely gonna laugh, maybe gonna cringe a little, and you will definitely feel for the characters. But at the end of the day, I think it'll also give you a moment to think about your own family and, you know, like the memories that you might have and the memories that you might want to make in the future with them. So yes, those are just some of the reasons why I love Little Miss Sunshine. So the food inspiration that I'm going to be taking from this film comes from one scene. There's a scene where the family are eating at a diner and Olive wants to order ice cream. Now, some of the members of the family are like, Olive, are you sure you should be eating ice cream right now? You're trying to become a beauty queen. And then some of the other members are like, it's totally fine. It's just 2 scoops of ice cream. Like, have the ice cream if you want. So Olive finds herself in kind of like an angel-devil situation, and she has to ultimately come up with the decision herself. So taking this scene into consideration, I am going to be making calpis fruit popsicles in paper cups. The kind of secret ingredient of today's recipe is going to be calpis. Yes, it's called calpis. It is a Japanese drink. Basically, it's like a milky kind of yogurty drink, similar to Yakult. Visually, it looks kind of white and milky. Taste-wise, it has a slightly acidic, sweet taste. And you can buy it in a concentrated form, so I'm going to be using concentrated calpis to try and make 2 different types of popsicles. One of them, I wanted to show the more vibrant, light, happy side of Little Miss Sunshine by channeling Olive. And the way I'm going to be doing that is I'm going to be mixing calpis with water, which is going to give us still a milky kind of liquid, but it's going to be like a slightly clear milky liquid. And adding to that, I'm going to be putting in mangoes and strawberries. Why mangoes and strawberries, you may ask? Well, the first color I associate with that movie is yellow. Pretty sure the reason why is because the van that they're on their journey in is yellow. So I wanted to use the mango to represent the yellow, and strawberries are red. Olive has a few different outfits on in the film, but they're all red. So the red strawberries represent Olive. And then the second type that I'm going to be making is going to be more representative of like the slightly darker, more serious side of Little Miss Sunshine. So instead of diluting the concentrated calpis with water, for this one I'm going to be diluting it with milk. So it's going to give us more of a milky kind of white solid color. I feel like that helps to show how it is not murky, but kind of more dense in the way that the film can be very serious and dealing with hardships. And the fruit that I'm going to be adding to the second one is going to be blueberries. Blueberries because, well, we're going to take the other child, Dwayne. Dwayne has like jet black hair, and that's one of the things that I really remember from the film as well. And to represent Dwayne, I wanted to put in blueberries. Also, they're a darker color. I think it goes to show the darker side, especially Dwayne, along with the older characters in the film. They are characters that are dealing with a little bit more serious, dark situations, and I wanted to showcase that through the second type of popsicles. So we're going to be making 2 types of fruit popsicles in a cup. Okay, let's get started. For this recipe, you're going to need some concentrated calpis, some water and milk to dilute it, and fruit of your choice. Here I have some fresh blueberries, also a pack of frozen mixed berries because I wanted the raspberries and strawberry pieces from it. And for our last fruit, I have some mango. These are 2 halves because I couldn't find a whole one. Some paper cups and paddle pops. Now to prepare our fruit first. So first we're going to cut the mangoes into cubes. As you can see, the mango halves that I bought already had slits cut into them. So I followed those same slits, cut the mango through the skin, continue to take the skin off each little cube, and then cut the cubes into even smaller cubes because the paper cups that we're using are quite small and I want to put as many pieces of mango in them as I can. And repeat the previous steps until you've finished cutting all of the mango. Next up, the frozen berries, what they look like in the packet. I made a very big mistake of trying to empty what was in the packet onto the cutting board. Remember that if you've defrosted anything, there's going to be liquid, extra liquid in the packet. So yes, please be wise and use a bowl. So here I separated the raspberry and strawberry parts from the blueberry parts because we want the raspberries and strawberries. And finally, our fresh blueberries. These obviously we don't have to do much to them, we just have to wash them and then they're ready to go. Once all the fruit is prepared, we can go on to making our calpis. So we're going to make 2 types of calpis. First, we're going to make the one diluted with water. For this, you're going to want to mix 1 part concentrated calpis with 4 parts water. So go ahead, measure it out, and then mix. You should end up with a cloudy liquid like this, and then set it aside. Now on to making our second base. So again, you're going to want to take the concentrated calpis. This time we're going to be mixing it with milk. You want to mix it in the ratio of 1 part calpis, 5 parts milk. Once you've measured it out, and yes, I am measuring it out here tablespoon by tablespoon because I was a little bit lazy. But once you've measured it out, make sure to mix it thoroughly and then set it aside. Now that we have all our ingredients ready, we can start making the popsicles. So first we're going to be making the fun, light popsicles with the calpis diluted with water using mango and the red fruits. So get all those ingredients out with the cups and the paddle pop sticks. Once you've got as many cups lined up as you want, it's time to fill them. So you can fill them as randomly as you like. First, I just decided to go in with the red fruit and then went on to add in a layer of mango and repeat the same steps. One thing I did try to make sure is with the red fruit, I tried to put them into the cup in clusters so that the color wouldn't get dispersed too much. And when you've nearly finished filling up the cups, insert the paddle pop sticks. Be gentle with this step. Then add in the last pieces of fruit just to help the sticks stay up, and then spoon in the calpis mixture. And after they're all filled up, pop them into the freezer. And now onto our second popsicles. This time get the calpis diluted with milk, mixture, and blueberries. Same as before, get your cups and powder pop sticks as well. Make sure that they're in formation and then start putting the fruit in the cups. This time it's a little bit easier because we only have one type of fruit, so you can just go ahead, pack the fruit into the cups. And same as before, once you're nearly finished filling up the cups, put the powder pop sticks in. Finish up the fruit portion by putting a few little extra blueberries in there, and then start spooning in the calpis milk mixture. And once all the cups are filled, again, put them in the freezer. I left mine in the freezer overnight just to make sure that they were properly frozen. So now it's time for the big reveal. Straight out of the freezer, they look like this. Now, to get them out of the cup, I recommend that you warm the sides and the bottom of the cup with your hands. And repeat until you have all of the popsicles you want out of the cups. This is what the two types of popsicles that we made finally turned out to look like. So this is the first popsicle. This one we have here is the calpis diluted with water with mangoes and strawberry popsicle. Let's give it a try. I must say this shape is a little bit hard to eat, but it's really nice. It's sweet, but it's still got a little bit of tanginess from the calpis. You can really taste the flavors of the fruit, and it's like full of fruit. I'm super happy with it. Oh, the bits with the berry, it's definitely a little tangier, which is really nice. Helps to balance out the sweetness of the mango. First one finished. On to the second one. And this is our second popsicle. For this one we diluted calpis with milk. So as you can see, it has more of that murky kind of milky look to it with blueberries. Let's see how it tastes. It's definitely got that creamy kind of richness to it. I'm getting like the really fresh taste and fragrance of the blueberries, which is really nice. As you can see, there's like so many blueberries in here again. Okay, so my final verdict. What did I think of these Little Miss Sunshine inspired popsicles? Overall, I would say that these popsicles are a success in representing what Little Miss Sunshine means to me. We had two different kinds. The more vibrant one with the mango and strawberry, I feel like does showcase the happier, well, the film's called Little Miss Sunshine, like the sunshine kind of aspect of it. The other one, on the other hand, visually had more of a solid color, and I feel that that does embody the kind of darker, more serious side of this film. The taste, they both tasted so good. I can't choose which one I like more. The one with the mango and the strawberries is more refreshing and kind of fresh in general, but the one with the milk and blueberries has a richer, creamier taste. Visually, do they look nice? I would say so, yes. And I mean, these are just some different types of popsicles that you can make in a cup. You can obviously add in whatever fruit that you like. The liquid doesn't have to be calpis, it can be anything else. So overall, these popsicles in a cup, they're so easy to make. I think they're generally kind of healthy if you put a lot of fruit into it. But I think they're the perfect way to just cool off a little and have like a little snack when it's super hot. If you've seen Little Miss Sunshine, what's your favorite scene and what did you think about the film? Have you ever been on a road trip? It's one of those things you see in movies a lot, but does it actually really happen in real life? Also, if you're considering making popsicles in a cup, what would you put into them? Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. Again, thank you so much and see you on the next one. Bye!